Everyone. This is the man of the hour. For the next hour and a half, you're going to witness a great sermon. Some the church doors are open. Welcome to the Hurykane Night Baptist Church. Well, we gonna ask. We gonna ask. We gonna ask some questions. Congregation, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Now go out there and flip that shit and bring that money back. Crystal is cool. Church doors are open. Got the goddess in here. What's good? What's good? What's good? Grand Rising. Much love. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, just got off of work like 2 3 hours ago. And I was up going over what we was gonna cover on the first sermon. And I was like, I talk about y'all the Bayoff so much, but most people don't even know them, so we're gonna cover them on this sermon. And I hope my phone don't motherfucker cut off with its data because like this the bullshitter. The one with the bullshit tube gigs. You gotta be careful. You gotta be in and off YouTube real quick. but you know how we do. Like we like to break shit down. But thank you, Crystal. How you doing? When I destroy this world, you will be the goddess of the new one. Oh yeah. The church doors are open. The church doors are open. But yeah, we're gonna cover y'all the Bayoff. But first, we gotta go to deconstructing Christianity first. You gotta deconstruct some shit real quick. Hold on. I think I used that. I'm not sure. Wait. Nope. Nope. There we go. We're gonna do that. Yep. Let's get into it. You know it. BetMGM Casino has so many. Yeah, man. But we about to get into it. But the golden church. All right, here we go.
Christ born 30 to 33 when he was teaching his ministry, crucified, resurrection. 69-70 AD is when he returned in judgment. He ruled for 1,000 years. Satan was imprisoned. Satan was loosed on 1070 AD, which we call 1776, the start of the United States. Satan's season is 250 years. It is now 1319 AD, aka 2025. Next year is the end of Satan's short season, the Battle of Gog and Magog and the return of New Jerusalem. That is next year. That'd be a 250-year reign. It's the short season compared to Christ's 1,000-year reign. But that is where we're at. Hope that helps.
No.
So we just gonna mix preterism and the phantom time hypothesis, the phantom time hypothesis, all together. We just mixing that all together to make up this bullshit right here.
Get him, coach.
So let me explain. So preterism is the belief that the Jesus character returned in 70 AD when the Romans came in with Titus, conquered Jerusalem, subdued Judea, and destroyed the temple, the second temple, and took every stone off, which of course is the Gospels are written after this event, so therefore that's why they do say that. But anywho, preterism believed that the Jesus character had already come, that he came at that time frame. Well, that's problematic because when you look at the storyline of when this Jesus is supposed to come, he's supposed to come with an army. He's supposed to establish his reign. And what they do in preterism is they say, oh, it's not a literal coming. It's not a literal descendancy from the heavens.
Then what the fuck is it? Because motherfuckers expected the motherfucker to come out the sky and be like, all right, everybody. So it's like, no, y'all got to read Revelation again. I keep telling people, like, Jesus is going to come back looking like a slain lamb with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of his mouth. In the words of the pops from Lady Professor, this is some scary shit. But did him, coach?
It's not literal that they come with their army, that angels show up. It's not a literal reign, but the golden church age of Christianity, of the growth of the church.
How is my life?
By the way, when you think about the growth of the church from the very beginning time frame of first century all the way to now, there was no unified church. There was no time frame where it was like this. We all believe the same, know the same, follow the same, do the same. From the very beginning, there was this version, that version, Gnostics. There was the Gnostics. There was the Marcions. There was the...
Shout out to the Gnostics. Shout out to the Gnostics, because like we gonna get off into what they fucked with the Yalda Bayoff story. Those were the ones that were killed for this shit. You know what I'm saying? They died for this shit. They died for that shit, son. I'm talking like a New York nigga and I'm from Detroit. Yeah, son. They died for this shit, son. Yeah, B. Shouts out to Gotham City. New York City. What? New York City. Who over there? Shouts out to Jewel. And shouts out to Foxy Moon Premieres. That's my oracle. Holla. Holla. Holla.
Tenants. There was, the Paulinians. There were so many variations of Christianity from day one. From day one. Imagine, if you will. Let's utilize the story itself.
Salute Comic Brandon.
Who were the disciples? Let's say they existed. Those 12 people go out and
even
they
the
start
phone said, "What up, ding?"
Christianity, but they're teaching it based on their experience, their perspective, and they start that from that 12.
Skirt. Yeah, we getting started kind of early because gotta say shouts out to the goddess Vanta. She's in the UK, so right now it's like 11 o'clock over there. So she might be powered up soon. And plus, everybody got different time zones over here too. So I was like, "Fuck it, let me start early and fucking see who's up and see who's up." But growing up in Christianity, we used to do some shit called intercessory prayer. Now that shit, let's just say, only the strong survive. In intercessory prayer, you got to wake up at least 4 o'clock in the morning, like try to get to church by 5:30 or 6, and y'all pray for like 2 hours, eat something, and go home. Yeah. Intercessory prayer. Well, that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called now, but shit, that was a motherfucker. Ooh, man, the stories. Oh my God, the fucking stories that I got. I can't talk about it now, but I'm gonna pick a day when I do. Cause I did say I was gonna tell the story. Oh, fucking God, I do not want to tell that fucking story. That shit is that's like, oh my God, that's like but fuck it. Like, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say that bitch broke my motherfucking heart. I feel like the fucking Backstreet Boys. Quit playing games with my heart. With my heart. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah. I'm talking about like that hurt that Patrice O'Neal was talking about. Like, man, you got to get hurt. But here's the cool thing about that. I'm glad I got hurt early. Because I'm seeing motherfuckers crash out in they fucking 30s and 40s. I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't go through that yet? Oh, man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at motherfuckers like, Nigga, you too old to be acting like a high school nigga. God damn, I guess I am the priesthood. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the light. I am the new black messiah. I carry the cross on my motherfucking back. But I'm just one of many. But god damn, man, these old folks really make me look like I'm just the Pope in this bitch. These motherfuckers still hanging out in front of liquor stores and shit. These niggas still got the motherfucking. These niggas out here selling trees and shit. I'm like, y'all niggas don't even got a scale. Y'all ain't bagging it up, right? But y'all still trying to compete with these young niggas. Yo, man, it's a wrap for you, son. Go sit down and collect the fucking SSD check or something. But, you know, shit fucked up. Let's get back to it, coach.
You're going to get listeners and hearers, and they're going to have 12 different versions, 12 different understandings. This person, Peter, may have a deeper connection with the Exodus story, whereas not Paul, but James may have a deeper connection with the Abraham and Isaac and Jacob storyline. And so they may teach differently, and they will teach differently. Just like you can go to different Baptist churches, all of the same Baptists, and they'll have some different teaching.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have some different teaching. But you know what they mostly have? Somebody fucking under the staircase, motherfuckers taking money, and there's always hip-hop oriented some kind of way. And a whole bunch of nigga, when that motherfucking deacon told me, dog, nigga, just make it up because all that shit is fake. Because I asked the question, you know, because like they say, like after you get baptized, you get the automatic, you know, like tongue speaking and shit. I was like, yo, like I don't have that word of God speaking that everybody talking about. So, like, what do I do? You know, because I'm afraid like a motherfucker, right? I'm scared. So, dude, I was like, yo, man, that just makes up some shit. This deacon was cool as shit, dog. Real shit, bro. Shouts out to that deacon, bro. You know, like it was like he ain't act like he ain't want to be there, but he acted like he ain't want to be there, but he had to be there. But you had to work your way up to become that fucking deacon. Unless your pops or your uncle or whatever the fuck got you that position so you can probably pull some hoes. It's fucking crazy, man. But yeah. But deacons fucking bitches under the staircases, trustees taking money, and the goddamn eggs is always fucking milky when they make fucking breakfast. They don't know how to make no fucking eggs. I've been to a shitload of Baptist churches and they make the same milky ass fucking eggs. All my life. I've seen this shit. Make my own goddamn eggs.
Catholic churches, they're going to have some different teachings because people are involved, humans, and that's what humans do.
Love slots? The DraftKings Casino app's got you covered. They got tons of slots to choose from.
Humans, and that's what humans do. So you got these people, you got different variations from day one. There's no golden age of Christianity, as preterism would say. But of course, preterism is saying it's all symbolic. That the devil's handiwork was loose, was not as tight, and that it was a golden age of Christianity. I want that golden age thought process of Christianity to also, those people who think that, also think, let's talk about this reign. Do you think my ancestors felt golden? Do you think the Irish was feeling that golden Christianity when they were forced into it? Do you think the Crusades, that the people in the Levant, they felt golden? Do you think that the people in the Roman Empire, when Theodosius said that everyone in Rome, everyone under the Roman Empire has to become Christian now, you think those other people, the people who believed in their religions, felt that golden touch, that nice gentle rub?
Hell no.
Quite frankly, you know they did not.
Get him, coach.
No society, other than the elites who are in control, has felt any gentle rub of Christianity in its growth. It is the only time it feels more of a gentle rub is when parents force it on their children. That's the only somewhat non-violent.
Oh no, this is Deconstructing Christianity channel, but he has another channel where he uses name. His name is Lorenzo Reed. Coach Reed. Coach Reed. Deconstructing Christianity. It's the channel that I'm on. But he has another channel where he talk about other shit like relationships and a whole bunch of other topics. You know, but I fucks with this because like after I was doing my deconstruction, I was listening to Ray Haggins and you know, like Ray Haggins broke down the Paul shit like to its motherfucking molecule. I was like, man, this shit is awesome. And he was an ex-pastor, 30 plus years, and then he just came across the truth, like, yo, and then started using his critical thinking and comprehension skills and say, man, I can't keep lying about motherfucking people. I gotta hit him with this real shit. Paul. Can't say shit no more, man. You're killing me with this shit. But yeah, Devontae Lamar, I might cover him on the next sermon if I motherfucking give me some rest. I mean, shit, because I ain't went to sleep yet. Like I'm gonna get ready for this. And I have to make sure my phone's charged shit.
But as we discussed yesterday in the live, oftentimes fall asleep in church. You might catch them hands.
Yep, always catch them hands. What'd you expect? You wake a kid up and take him to a place where you about to hear some loud ass music and a whole bunch of people talking demon gibberish. That's what I call it, demon gibberish. That's not speaking in tongues. That's some motherfucking Final Fantasy monster level 2 in a cave looking for gold. This type of fucking creature. Like look. And then they're running around the church in circles. That's like a fucking ritual on some Ring Around the Rosie shit. And speaking of Ring Around the Rosie, that's a demonic fucking song that we were singing when we was growing up. Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Goddamn, just burning. In a burning ring of fire, and it burns, burns, burns. Yeah. And that rockabye baby shit. We say that shit too. Rockabye baby in a treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will fucking rock. When that bitch breaks, the cradle will fall. And down goes the baby cradle and all. What the fuck was that? Fast forward to Good Times. Temporary layoffs. Good times. Ain't nowhere in the fuck. That's a good time. Temporary laid the fuck off. Easy credit ripoffs. Good times. No. It's not a good time. A credit ripoff, they just got ripped the fuck off. That's not a good fucking time. Scratching and surviving. Good times. No. No, that's not a good fucking time. Hanging in a child line. Good times. How many times have I been in a fucking child line? We call that the soup kitchen. That's not a good fucking time. We're fucking hungry and they giving us some bullshit. Bullshit ass soup with vegetables I don't even eat that's in it. And a nasty ass biscuit. And some meat that look like it's been like reheated after 8 years. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Ain't we lucky we got them? Do. Get the fuck out of here. All right, back to the coach.
Actually, there was a time
Shouts out to Bronze.
when Europe and America that if you fell asleep in church, they believed the devil was upon you, and they would either make you stand up the whole time, put you in a corner, or slap shit out of you, beat you with a stick. There was time where if you didn't go to church on Sunday, they had people who walked around town with a stick to beat the shit out of you if you didn't show up at church. So even
after, they was doing that shit. They was doing that shit. I think that was on the Catholic side of the game, though. They wasn't playing. Some good ass weed. Smoking on that OG granddaddy. It's a bad motherfucker. It's the Hurykane tonight. Trapped this church. He's smoking on that frankincense.
You know, your parents indoctrinated you. It wasn't golden. Witchcraft, trials, and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
And so this, that's preterism. So we know that this Jesus character, there hasn't been this 1,000-year golden reign, and we know that they see it as symbolic. We know this Jesus did not return in 70 AD, but many people want to believe this aspect of preterism. But even beyond that, what the other person is doing is the phantom time hypothesis. He is saying that there's 700 years that's missing in history, and that it was wrote in. Okay, so this starts back in 1991. It starts with a
What was popping in 1991? What was popping in 1991? Yo, Crystal, you over there on the West Coast, so you already know. 1, 2, they get to the folks. Ducky Dog, Dr. J is at the dump. Cause you know we about to rip shit up. So give me the microphone first. And no. High energy, roll with the wisdom, sense of the rich man, knowledge of the rhythm. This is what I'm using to come up with the style. So I'm like, no. But I'm young, so nobody will wonder that the hood would take me under. This goes on my niggas. This goes on my niggas. Oh, my shit, man. My fucking God. 1991? 1990 motherfucking what? Man. Gorillas in the Mist. Come on. Shouts out to Bronze. I know y'all remember 1991. I know y'all remember 1991. For real. Hashtag fuck Daddy Bush with that New World Order shit, though. And, yo. All the shit I said was gangster rap, and I understand about the meeting that's the motherfucker started this gangster rap shit, but god damn it, nigga, that music was fucking hot. Radio Los Santos. GTA, man. GTA. The Gulf War, yup. It was wild. It was wild in 91. But that music, man, And wait a minute. Didn't a riot happen in 91? Something got to do with the police on the West Coast? Like some crooked cops or some shit? Oh, you was 7? I was 3. But we was both walking around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We was both walking around this motherfucker. Well, according to my mom, she said, like, I ain't start walking, I started running.
A German historian.
Don't mix pink salt with lemon and 2 other ingredients. If you don't want to donate your entire wardrobe in less than a week, don't believe me.
German historian. And this German historian,
yo, niggas are legendary.
Herbert Illing, but he proposed that there was Pope Otto III, I believe. Pope Otto III decided that, hey, you know what? I want to make sure that I'm the Pope at the 1,000 year, or there was another Pope, one of those, the Pope either before him or after him. But they wanted to be the Pope at the 1,000 year. So he proposed that they purposely added 300 years in order to be the Pope in the 1,000 year. This also would they created the idea of Charlemagne, and that it was just a propaganda stunt as to why this was done. There was another Petrov, another historian, Petrov. He proposed the 700 years, because Illing proposed the 300 years. Petrov then added to that to make it 700 years, saying that the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages never happened, I should say. The medieval time frames, that stuff didn't happen. And that is all based on a mistake of the Gregorian calendar with this 10-day correction. And it should have been a 13-day correction from the Julian calendar.
Ooh, are y'all hearing this? After finding this out, I came to a realization, like, I don't know what time we are in. I don't even know if this is 2025. If motherfuckers playing with dates on some real shit, I'm just motherfucker just use my logic and critical thinking comprehension skills. I'm like, yo, if dates have been tampered with, how do we know if when let's just say the modern powers that be got a hold of it and didn't change it themselves and made it their way and just, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, because according to the baby hats, they say we live in 5,000 and something. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And plus, I love the medieval motherfucking stories. I love medieval games. I fucks with the Lord of the Rings. Shit is the shit. I fuck with that type of mythology, magic, sword, sorcery. You know, simple plot, good versus evil. You know what I'm saying? Let's kill these fucking trolls. You know what I'm saying? Trolls in the cave and shit with big ass motherfucking mallets, or they picking up trees and hitting you with it, whatever. But it made me question a lot of this shit. It's like, man, what the fuck? You know, like real shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And real shit, I don't think we ever gonna know. But I have a theory. I think they was fucking with timelines because of these old ancient structures. And I know we're going down the Tartarian rabbit hole, but goddamn, that shit, you know, like looking at the Tartarian buildings in my city compared to the new buildings that they're creating, I don't see how these architects are getting fucking paid. And I used to want to be an architect and try to build these type of fucking structures. And then I grew out the passion because rapping and shit. But thinking about it now, it was like, if I was to become an architect, all I'm doing is just making squares or rectangles made of nice looking fucking glass. That's not architecture. That's not fucking art. That's a Lego piece on some real shit. I look at real art when I play Final Fantasy, and a person just draw that world. Like, god damn, this motherfucking shit looks fucking beautiful. That's the shit I wanted to create. But it seems like, you know, but y'all go down the Tartarian rabbit hole if y'all want to, but just like pay attention to the buildings in y'all city. And you know, like, all right, like that looks ancient. That looks ancient. That looks ancient. You'll motherfucker be like, you'll go to the dates and be like, ain't no way in fuck they build this within 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Now we know that these things are incorrect because the Gregorian calendar doesn't make its correction from the Julian calendar. It corrects.
Shit. You don't go by the calendar dates. It don't matter to me. Sure, I feel you. You rose above it. That's what's up. That's what's up. I was like, man, fuck that shit. Always do. Yep, the buildings, the mountains, all of it. Oh, snap. That's what's up. The goddess. See? The goddess on it. She's on it.
The Julian calendar. But the 10-day correction, actually, the 10-year correction actually comes from the...
Oh, yeah. And plus another thing. When I found that fucking Julius Caesar added a fucking month, I forgot to add that. This month of July, Julius Caesar. Thank you. So I really don't know what fucking time it is. I don't even know what fucking real month we are in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saying it's motherfucking 12 zodiacs, but I hear there's 13. So what the fuck is going on here? On all levels, we have been fucking deceived, people. You've been had. You've been took. You've been tricked, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and all that other shit. Get your hands on my pockets. Wow. For real, man. Government, get your hands on my pockets. Get your motherfucking mini cameras out my phone. Get your mini cameras out my TV and my fucking refrigerator that can talk. Like, get the fuck out of our lives, man. Like, real shit.
From the start, from the Nicene Council, and it doesn't have anything to do with calculating from the Julian calendar.
Yep. And October 11 is not till, right? Right. See, Crystal, you own it. You own it. That's right. I forgot about that, but you're right. You know what I'm saying? I completely forgot about that one. Yeah, but you own it though. See, now we got some, told you this is edutainment. We get it in at the Hurykane Night Trappist Church. Shouts out to everybody coming through. The church doors are open. Yup, December is here. What's going on here? Yeah. Oh. I see the hearts. Shout to the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a good name. I love that rock song though, but you give love a good name. That's what I'm talking about. You give love a good name.
We also know that this is false because even though you can look and find archaeology that demonstrates that the medieval times happened, that these other types of cultures were around, but we can see that the timelines of our calendar matches, because I get this on my live sometimes, the timeline on our calendar matches up with the Tang Dynasty calendar. It also matches up with the Arabic calendar. So it still matches up as far as events that they are saying they have in their calendar and their time frames that matches with our calendar. Even though the Chinese calendar is ahead of us. When you put things in the right perspective, when they say that, oh, Marco Polo came in this year of the Chinese calendar, and the European calendar is saying that it came in this year, then the time frame matches up in every other event that shares on their calendars, and our calendars match up. So we don't have that. And then there's tree rings. The tree rings and the astrological events, you can say man on the other stuff, but you can't do shit about the tree rings, and you can't do shit about at Halley's Comet with his 75-year rotation of coming into visibility for us. You can't change that. You can't fake that part. So it is what it is.
But NASA
this is what people do when they desperately want to believe in something, but they don't like the current modern whoever's in charge organizations. They make shit up. People love conspiracy theories. Y'all have a great day, and always remember,
free yourself, be yourself.
Your greatness is non-negotiable. The journey, the vibrations, like, share the video, and subscribe.
A simple water.
All right, now we about to go to the Yao de Bayo. About to get to that Yao de Bayo. In the words of Bobby Hemmett, your dog the bra. Shouts out to Bobby Hemmett, man. I used to motherfucking watch 7-8 hours of his lectures straight. Him, Brother Panic be having like 9 hours, 7 to 9 hour lecture. And I'm just sitting there and I'm listening and I'm taking notes. A shitload of them. A shitload of them. I think I listened to a couple Phil Valentine, but the ones that stood out, my motherfucking Mount Rushmore is Brother Panic, Bobby Hemmett, Earl Nightingale, and Alan Watts. Those folk. Those motherfuckers, like real shit, bro. I'm talking about like the shit that they said that I took my truth from. That shit fucking works. That shit fucking works. Like I said, that shit protected my crib from a fucking fire. Bobby Hemming was like, nigga, use your own sigils, use your own affirmations, use your own spells, nigga. You draw that shit out, nigga. You see it in your mind, draw it out and put your affirmation on it. Because all the old shit is being used up, all the old shit is gone. You can't use these symbols no more. Nigga, it's a rap, nigga. All the motherfucking energy took it out. So, like, I'm looking at that, like, from the symbols to the artifacts. If that's the case, create my own. Put my power into it. And then Brother Panic got into the motherfucking chaos shit. I was like, whoa, I'm more powerful than I think. So I was like, oh shit. But then when it came to life in general and unlocking the self and going through trials and tribulations, that's when Earl Nightingale and Alan Watts got me through. But like when it came to the magic, when it came to the, you know, like the inner self, unlocking the chakras and shit, you know, like that was Bobby Hemming and Brother Panic. So, but like when it came to life, god damn it, dog, Earl Nightingale, man, that motherfucker cold. Listen to Earl Nightingale if y'all get the chance. You know, just fucking sit down and listen. They give Alan Watts more props, but Earl Nightingale really stands out. Like it was, you know, like if ever there was number one to pick, I'll pick Earl Nightingale all day. You know, real shit. But if I get a chance, listen to Earl Nightingale, y'all. Phil Brian goes in on blood types, and it's interesting. I like log ass videos. Yeah, good while you're at work. Yeah, yep, that too. Yo, that shit gets you through the day, and you learn something. And you learn something, you might feel inspired to do something. You know, that shit is awesome. You know, you might get inspired to make videos, or you might get inspired to dance, or might get inspired to write a book. You know, might get inspired to hop on a USS Hurykane and float out in this spaceship. Because I just got done working this grave shift and I ain't made shit. And I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly. If my manager assaults me again, I will be assaulting him. After fuck the manager up, then I'm going to shut the register. That was Kanye, by the way. Bars. His best album.
This is me when my friends called me stupid for saying I was going to try the gelatin trick that mimics Ozempic.
Oh my God, why can't I skip this?
Is a disaster. Look around you. This world is a disaster. War, disease, corruption, endless suffering. And yet, for thousands of years, people have been brainwashed into believing that the God of this world is some benevolent, all-knowing father figure. Wrong. Completely wrong. The God of this world is not a God of love. He's not a God of wisdom. He's not even a God. He's a mistake. A fraud. A cosmic accident that clawed his way into power.
Ghetto! 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 This is why I know I'm going to give God these hands. Oh, that feels fucking great to hear. I don't give a fuck if the AI is saying it. You are a mistake. You was brought here under false pretenses. No, you was brought here because your mother wanted to have a child, but she couldn't even motherfucking use the order up there. And she threw your ass down here and you just woke up and just started creating shit. Talking about you jealous. What the fuck you jealous of? Why are you jealous of me and you the nigga that got all the power? Unless we have the power. In the words of Jesus, you will do greater things than I. So if we're going to do greater things than Jesus, then what did he do? He motherfucking made the blind see. He walked on water. He fed 5,000 people with a 2-piece fish sandwich, turned water into wine, raised the dead. He said we would do greater things than that. Best believe God is catching these hands in Jesus' name. Amen.
And built a prison to trap every living soul inside it. His name is Yaldabaoth. Ancient Gnostic texts, especially the secret book of John, describe how this being came into existence, not as part of some divine plan, but as an anomaly. Yaldabaoth was never meant to be. He wasn't created by the true source of existence, the infinite, unknowable divine. He was born from a flaw, a failure, a rogue force in the cosmic order. Unlike the God you've been told to worship, Yaldabaoth did not create the world out of love or wisdom. He created it out of ignorance. He didn't even know what he was doing.
Exactly. Woke up and just started creating shit like, where the fuck am I? Like all you see is endless darkness and the only light is you because Sophia put him on a cloud and threw a rainbow around it and gave him a crown or some shit. I'm not sure. But about to find out. But yeah, nigga woke up like, let there be light. I can't see shit in this motherfucker. Y'all can't say that ain't funny.
This entity, described as a lion-faced serpent with eyes like fire, emerged from a realm of pure spiritual light.
Yeah, a fucking serpent with a lion's head and eyes made of fucking flames. Sophia, you fucked up. She was so embarrassed that she made that shit. She was, oh my God. Toss that shit in the recycle bin. Toss that motherfucker in the endless darkness. And when you look up in the sky, what do you see? Darkness seems to glow around the world. Black, you were who? Darkness seems to glow around the world. Oh shit. In the good book of Hurykane now. No. But I would, damn, I might do a motherfucking reggae parody. Hold on. If I could catch that tone, it's over.
But he was malformed, arrogant, and blind to the higher reality. Instead of recognizing his place in the order of existence, he immediately declared himself to be the sole ruler of all things. I am God, and there is no one above me, he proclaimed. But here's the kicker, he was dead wrong. He was a lesser being, an imposter who had no understanding of the true divine realm. He wasn't alone for long. From his own twisted essence, he spawned the Archons, a legion of rulers, dominators, and parasites that shaped the material world into what it is today, a system designed to enslave consciousness. They control fate, time, death.
A system designed to enslave your consciousness. Now, this shit caught me off guard because I was expecting this video for the motherfucker to be reading from the secret book of John or the Nag Hammadi scriptures. I did not know that he was going to talk about our consciousness being trapped because I didn't watch the video. I just saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, we talking about Yaldabaoth because I talk about it a lot with the Gnostics and shit, and and I figured I'd cover it. I would use my video. Well, if y'all get a chance, type in Hurykane JW story of Yaldabaoth. I got one too. I got maybe 5 videos, and they old too, and they got super suppressed. But I got music in the background. Shout out to Phenom Rogue One with the beats, and yeah, I covered it too. But I didn't suspect him to say that. I know, I always thought this planet was a prison and his body was a prison of the soul. But when he said consciousness, it's the soul consciousness and shit. I just started thinking, the motherfucking wheels got spinning. Wheels got spinning. They caught me off guard. I expected him to go straight to the book and just start reading some scripture. But I guess we got some other shit.
And the very laws of physics, making sure that nothing in this world ever truly changes. They built a reality based on suffering, conflict, and endless cycles of birth and decay. Why?
Now, yeah, why? Y'all remember that pastor meme? Why? Tell them why.
because suffering feeds them. Pain is their currency. Every war, every disaster, every moment of human misery is fuel for their existence. This isn't some abstract philosophy, it's a system that has been encoded into our very existence. The ancient texts describe how Yaldabaoth and his Archons crafted this physical world as a mockery of the true divine realm. Everything here is a corrupted imitation. Time itself is a prison, locking us into a loop of birth, suffering, and death. The body? A fragile, decaying shell designed to keep souls trapped in ignorance. Even our thoughts, emotions, and desires are manipulated to keep us from realizing the truth. The religions of the world have twisted this story, turning Yaldabaoth into a righteous, creator god and erasing all traces of his fraudulent origins. But the truth was never completely destroyed. It survived in the underground teachings of the Gnostics, in the suppressed apocryphal texts, in whispers passed down through secret traditions. Yaldabaoth rules through deception. He feeds off obedience. Every system in this world, government, economy, religion, is built on his blueprint, control through fear, domination through ignorance. But here's the question, why does no one talk about this? Why do mainstream scholars dismiss these ancient warnings as heresy while they prop up the same tired narratives of a loving, benevolent creator? Because they serve the system. They serve the Archons. You think you're in control? You think your thoughts, desires, and choices are your own? Wrong. You are living in a system built to keep you trapped, and the ones running it are older, more calculating, and more ruthless than anything humanity has ever imagined. The ancient Gnostics had a name for them, the Archons. They are the architects of this prison, the enforcers of Yaldabaoth's dominion.
Hey everyone, big heads up, Paleo Valley's running a sale on all their meat sticks right now. You can get 30 sticks for $36, which comes out to $1.20 per stick.
Pay for
But
it,
before you go and stock up, first here's...
They are the architects of this prison, the enforcers of Yaldabaoth's dominion. And whether you like it or not, they own you. The Archons are not human. They are not gods. They are something else entirely, something that has existed since the beginning of this broken reality. Unlike Yaldabaoth, who is an anomaly, the Archons were engineered. He created them to serve one function, control. They are the wardens of this false reality, and they operate at every level of existence. Some rule over the laws of physics itself, while others manipulate human consciousness, twisting perception to keep people docile, ignorant, and obedient. You've heard their names before. Not in history books, but in whispers, in symbols hidden across ancient civilizations. Some call them planetary rulers, assigning them dominion over celestial spheres, Saturn, Mars, Mercury, each representing a force of oppression disguised as cosmic order. The Babylonians, the Greeks, even the early Christians who weren't completely brainwashed knew about them. They show up in myths as deities of fate, gods of war, beings who determine the course of human life without ever being questioned. And that's the key, they don't want to be questioned. Their greatest weapon isn't brute force, it's deception. They don't need to chain you when they can make you build the cage yourself. Every major institution, religion, government, economy exists to reinforce their control.
Man, I seriously did not know he was going to go this route. And at the point to let you know that I did not know he was going to go this route. Like I thought he was going to read straight from the book. Holy shit. We just got motherfucking cold with it, and what the church doors are open. Welcome. Oh. Give it to me. You know. Thanks for the love. You already know what it is. It's the Hurykane night Trappist church. We're talking about Yaldabaoth from the Gnostic. I said Gnostic religion. And plus, I forgot to give my disclaimer because I keep on going, because I go in on Christians a lot. My disclaimer was, there's 3 types of Christians that's cool with me, that I'm cool with them. It's the spiritual Christians that value meditation. They understand that heaven is within, Jesus and God is in the heart, and you work your way up the motherfucking chakra system. You're working up, Now, second is the conspiracy Christians. Conspiracy Christians are looking up the same shit I'm looking up and exposing our enemy. Yeah. Tag team partner. A revolutionary, a Christian walking to a bar. What's the punchline? We burned that fucker to the ground because it was a Fed agent in it. But anyway. And last Christians are the Gnostics. The Gnostic Christians are the reason why we even talking about Yalda Day off. Because they say, yo, when the parents in prison, you live your life righteously, the best way you can. Because the only way out is through gnosis, my nigga. So come and get this gnosis or die by the Romans. Because the Romans were slaughtering motherfuckers.
Role. They influence leaders, infiltrate systems, and shape history from behind the scenes. Wars, revolutions, collapses, renaissances, none of it happens naturally. It's all orchestrated. Think about how many times in history humanity has stood at the edge.
And then, just by hearing that, by this the first time me hearing this shit, the motherfucker said revolutions. Is I'm being controlled by a fucking archive? I highly fucking doubt it. But I like to think realistically. But let's start with the realistic part first. If there is going to be a revolution, because like they're trying to push one, but it's going to be manufactured and engineered. They're pushing too many people backs against the wall, and they're putting out all these laws, all these policies. Everything is going up. Nothing is fucking changing. Shit is getting fucking worse. This world is fucking cooked. Let's get that out the way. Now, I see them trying to push a manufactured revolution and usher in martial law because we're not moving fast enough with attacking the government. That's what I think. And on the other side of that coin, let's have some more school shooters. Yay! So we can push this gun control shit so we can take the guns from the people so they can't fight back when we do the martial law shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what scenario they're going with, but like goddamn, I got a lot wrote down. My room is a straight motherfucking hub. I'm the crazy nigga in those movies, like when the motherfucking couple or the single motherfucker or motherfucking rogue agent running and they gotta get to the guy that know everything and shit. That's me. And they always say, he was the coolest nigga in the movie. Yeah. Because I keep it real. And I helped your stupid ass and you got me shot. I knew they followed your stupid ass here. But I'm going to survive in this movie.
True liberation only to be dragged back into another cycle of war, tyranny, and suffering. That's not a coincidence. That's management. But their control goes deeper than politics. The Arkans manipulate reality at a fundamental level. They can distort time, alter perception, and influence emotions. Ever felt an overwhelming sense of despair out of nowhere? Ever experienced an irrational surge of anger, fear, or confusion? That's not just biology. That's not just psychology. That's programming. They feed off human energy, especially suffering, and they create circumstances that maximize it. And here's the most disturbing part. They don't just control the world, they control you. Every impulse, every fear, every desire you think is yours has been conditioned by forces you can't even see. Religion tells you to...
And this is why I say know thyself. Because each and every one of you that's in here right now, even in spirit, and even chilling on that spaceship, wink, each and every one of you has your mind. I believe that. Because if you don't have your mind, someone else do. You got to know thyself. That's the only way to overcome. And I think that's what the gnosis that the Gnostics was talking about. I think it's really simple. It's like the art of war. It's like, you know, some people don't really fully understand the art of war. You know, they take the quotes and they motherfucking use it, and apply it to their life. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying, but like they use certain quotes and apply it to their life instead of understanding the big picture of what the book really means. The art of war is to not fight at all. Yeah. And going back to what I've learned studying war. There is no good guys or bad guys in it. There is going to be loss of life. And a life is a life, and not too many people can handle taking one. So, understanding all of that, understanding that people might wig the fuck out, So, we gotta be careful. So, this is why the revolutionaries must be willing to fight and understand that their purpose. Like, that's why most of them might be ex-military. And the hood niggas can protect the community that we create. I believe it's possible. Put our mind, money, and resources together. Let's create a community. We got to take that leap of faith. But we also need money. Even if we got to get a second gig and just start stacking, we got to have something. Someone's going to gather people to chill. I'll gather people to good. Allegedly.
Obey. Government tells you to conform. Society tells you to consume, to distract yourself, to drown in meaningless entertainment while the real world burns around you.
And when he was talking about, like, they feed off pain and suffering, and he said, like, have you ever just sat there and just felt a certain surge of anger? It's like, I meant to elaborate on that. The answer is yes, all the fucing time. But where's my book at? Here we go. But thanks to this book right here, let's get on screen. Let's get on screen. Brother Thomas, I said get on screen, but put the motherfucking screen up. Sorry, Pastor. This book right here. The Shaman Way of Healing. And shamanism has been in the game. Tell me why a nigga got a blunt wrap as a bookmark. That's how you know I smoke. This nigga got a blunt wrap for a bookmark. I forgot what I was reading. Oh shit, I was on a good chapter. I was on the truths we tell ourselves. Give it to it. Yeah. And like this is part of the brain. Taming the prehistoric brain. Because what he said, feed off the suffering and the emotions. I'm glad I'm on this chat. I'm glad the bookmark was right here. You know how to pass this be? Oh my God, this bookmark right here. This is perfect for the subject. Because it said because the pain, the suffering, the sadness, the anxiety, all that shit is low vibrational energy. And if you in a good mood and you suddenly feel that shit up out of nowhere, the goal is to stop, breathe, count to 3 or 10, whatever the fuck, woo-side something. But acknowledge the fact that I feel this. I don't like the way I feel. I want to get rid of this feeling. Your brain gonna start working. Then you're gonna start talking. Rather, you're gonna talk up a memory, bring up a memory, you're gonna get that feeling off of you. Yourself. Without a prayer, without fairy dust, without sage or incense or candles or ritual. You did it yourself. Know thyself. You already know what it is. It's the Hurykane Night Trap. This is the book Illumination, the Shaman Way of Healing by Alberto Valadio. And yes, I had to get on screen again. This for Vonta. What up? Kane, you need help? No, I need more weed. Roll up. I said roll up, nigga. Oh man. But let's get back to it.
Through it all, the Arkans laugh because they don't need chains to keep you enslaved. They just need you to believe that you are free. This is the structure of reality itself, hidden in plain sight. The Gnostics knew it. Secret societies, mystical traditions, and suppressed texts have been trying to warn humanity for centuries, but every time the truth starts to surface, it gets buried under new distractions, new lies, new forms of control.
Goddamn ad. What the hell?
Every time the truth starts to surface, it gets buried under new distractions, new lies, new forms of control. Because the system isn't...
It's damn mind control to make you feel bad. Yep. It's like, I know they got the NPCs on lock. But when I work on my God Killer book, it's going to be fucking awesome because I'm about to kill the Archons. That's going to be the second arc. That's going to be like the second arc. But the first arc is the Archon War. And like dude getting knocked to earth. Far away from the motherfucking pleroma and all that other motherfucking shit. He get knocked to earth and he got to kill all the gods, even Satan, to get his power back up, to get back up to those Archons and kill their ass. And then, fight y'all to Baal. That's the last arc. But the whole universe is going to be destroyed in the process of the whole fucking battle. That's what's going to make the whole comic book call because everybody's going to die. But without sacrifice, there could be no victory. You're going to sacrifice yourself and create a new, better universe without evil. So, ta-da, I just told the story of my new book. And the book with the assassin ladies, I haven't really fully got that story. I'm still getting people's personalities and backstory together. But my Cosmic and my Planes of Existence comic book, oh yeah, I'm already 3 arcs in. And my homeboy is making an arc. That's the picture that's behind me. That's his character. But what else I'm working on? Oh yes, And yes, The Last Resort. I'ma just roll with it. The Last Resort, Hurykane is gonna be a voice actor, y'all. I'm gonna try to get that money up and try to see if I can be in voice acting. Because I know I'm silly as shit. I'm animated as fuck. I go into many fucking voices and shit. So like, you know what? Let's do it. Jordan said it. Low key said it. I've been thinking about it for the past 2 years. So, let's give it a shot. I could be a bad guy on Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers!
Broken. It's designed this way. And the ones pulling the strings are older than any government, any empire, any civilization that has ever existed.
Not for the weak hearted.
The biggest scam in human history isn't some political conspiracy, financial fraud, or staged...
The 3 biggest scams in human history is Jesus fucking Christ, 9/11 because of Building 7, and the Resident Evil virus. And y'all know what I mean when I say Resident Evil virus. Now, if I'm not 3 out of 3, I'm definitely 2 out of 3. Y'all let me know in the chat.
It's this. The God of this world is not who you think he is. Every civilization, every religion, every society has been built on one fundamental deception, that the ruler of this realm is a being of light, wisdom, and justice.
Hell no.
That is a lie. The God that billions worship, obey, and fear is nothing more than a cosmic dictator propped up by illusion and brute force. And the worst part? He's convinced humanity to love their chains. Yaldabaoth is not just a false god, he is the architect of a rigged system, a being that enforces his authority not through divine wisdom, but through control, manipulation, and most importantly, ignorance. He does not want to be questioned. The moment you start asking, the moment you stop blindly accepting, the entire illusion begins to crack. The ancient Gnostics described how Yaldabaoth constructed a grand deception. First, he erased all knowledge of what came before him. He severed the connection between the souls trapped in this world and their true divine origin. He established himself as the only God, branding every trace of the higher.
Yeah. How the fuck did you manage to do some shit like that? Like, how did you sever the connection to where the fuck we supposed to go when we leave this bitch? That's wild. And then call his place heaven. But when you look up what you're going to do there, it's you worshiping, saying, holy, 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 on repeat for all eternity. I say this every fucking Sunday, right? In the words of Eddie Griffin. Do you really want to go to heaven where motherfuckers have white suits on with wings and you can't have no pussy? No. I'd rather go to hell, get my dick sucked, smoke a joint, kick a bitch in the ass every now and then. Hashtag foolish. One of Eddie Griffin's best movies. Master P paid that nigga $1 million. $1 million. Master P, make him sing, nah. And Eddie Griffin to this day still say, yo, dog, making that foolish movie is one of the best movies he ever done. He got paid $1 million up front. It was nothing like how the studios do it in this day and age. I fuck with Master P. Make him say, nah. But real shit, you're going to be saying holy on repeat. And every Christian out here thinking they're going to see their family members. I'm going to see Uncle Jimmy. No, nigga. There's going to be a buff-ass angel with a flaming sword telling your ass to go over there. You got to bow down. Like, what? I thought I'd get to see my uncle. No. Why? Because you got to bow down and say holy for all eternity. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted, right? Heaven is fucked. I'd rather be on earth. That's how fucked heaven is. So, what's the other saying that go? It was like, why motherfucking rain in heaven when I can motherfucking have hell or some shit like that? I don't know. But God damn it. But if God real, dog, I swear to God, if I gotta break God's toys to get him to come out, so be it. Like I said, I'm gonna burn this fucking planet down. Maybe he'll pop up because I somehow destroyed the reincarnation machine. I think that's at CERN. I think CERN is the reincarnation machine, everybody. Let's go destroy that bitch and see what happens. I know the motherfuckers at the NSA like, all right, dog, I think Hurykane is on to something. I think he's on to us, y'all. There's a turn in the punch bowl. There's a turn in the punch bowl. Operation Tango or some shit. It's gonna be like the movie Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson. They gonna be chasing my ass up the street, and I don't even know which conspiracy they have to be for, but I know they have to be for something. That movie was the shit. The nigga who took the gun from that college. Oh, nigga, the movie starts off, he's spitting truth bombs at a motherfucker. Oh, shit, let me get back to this.
Infinite source as heresy. Then he imposed law not as a path to justice, but as a method of absolute control. Commandments, decrees, codes of conduct, punishments designed not to elevate, but to subjugate. He crafted a moral structure that kept people bound in guilt, fear, and submission, ensuring they never realized they were following a prison warden, not a benevolent creator. He didn't stop there. He took it a step further. He created a world designed to validate his rule. A world full of pain, suffering, and struggle, where people would be so desperate for salvation that they would worship the very entity responsible for their torment. The reasoning is as twisted as it is effective. If people suffer enough, they will beg for a savior, and Yaldabaoth is more than happy to play the role. But the sickest part of it all? Humanity has been conditioned to defend him, to excuse the suffering, to rationalize the horror, to convince themselves that everything happens for a reason they're never allowed to understand. Think about it.
This changes everything, and nobody warned you.
God!
I was on blood pressure, thyroid,
You know what? I'm gonna
cholesterol
blame
meds for
myself.
over a
I'm gonna blame
decade.
myself. I'm gonna let
Most
that ride
nights I
out. I'm
wake
gonna
up
let it
feeling
ride out. Like I
sick,
think it's because of me
mornings-
pausing.
Every tragedy, every disaster, every atrocity gets explained away with empty platitudes. It's a test. It's part of the divine plan. It's beyond human understanding. No. It's by design. It is the direct consequence of a corrupted creation ruled by a being that thrives on suffering and obedience. This is why questioning authority has always been punished. This is why religious texts have been burned, heretics executed, and mystics silenced. Every time people get too close to the truth, the system erases them. Because if too many wake up, if too many realize that the God they serve is the very thing enslaving them, the entire house of cards collapses. Yaldabaoth's ultimate lie is not just that he is God. It's that there is no alternative. He wants you to believe that he is the beginning and the end, that outside his domain, there is nothing. That's the final layer of the illusion, convincing you that escape is impossible. That's why fear is his greatest weapon. Fear of punishment, fear of exile, fear of the unknown.
Yep. And that's the big three. Fear of execution, fear of exile, fear of the unknown. Well, I'm going to take that fear and turn it to fuel and give God these hands. And shouts out to low key. How can you kill a nigga that can bring himself back to life? Good fucking question, Lo. I think he can die. He just lived too long. You created archons with weapons. I think they know that there are some souls that sharpening their spiritual armor to come up there and fuck God down. the whole stairs of heaven and curve stomp them. like yo. I think the weapons are for us. Because they ain't killed a goddamn demon yet. But if he want this shit to be suffering, why you think the demons are down here? They ain't letting them run them up because it's part of the fucking system. I need y'all down there to make sure they suffer. But be invisible though. You know what I'm saying? But like, what if they see us? Come on, man. They can't see you. One nigga was on DMT and that nigga saw me last week. Yeah, though, one guy took acid and saw me on this ceiling. One nigga popped 8 perk 30s, and I never thought a nigga could do that. And that nigga saw me in the closet. All right. Triple invisibility, if that even exists.
If people are too afraid to look beyond his rule, they will never realize that they were never meant to be here in the first place. Pain is not an accident. Suffering is not a mistake. This world wasn't built to nurture, to heal, or to evolve. It was designed to hurt. And the worst part? You've been conditioned to accept it, to justify it, to believe that all the agony, all the injustice, all the relentless misery is somehow natural. It's not. It's engineered. The suffering in this world exists for a reason, because it feeds the system. Yaldabaoth and the Archons didn't just create a flawed world. They created a harvesting mechanism.
Yeah.
They don't just rule through deception, they rule through extraction. And what they extract isn't gold, or oil, or any physical resource. It's human suffering. Your pain. Your despair. Your fear. That is the energy they thrive on. Ancient Gnostic texts describe this world as a machine of torment, where the very structure of existence is built to generate suffering on an industrial scale. Look around. Everything in this world is a struggle, survival, relationships, knowledge, identity. Nothing is freely given. Everything requires suffering. Why? Because suffering is the product. It's the currency of the Archons. Wars don't happen by accident. They are engineered conflicts designed not just to kill, but to create terror, grief, and trauma that ripple through generations. Disease?
And if I was to ask the question of y'all to bay off, fuck God, because it's the same motherfucker. But like, if I really truly was to ask the question, like, why do you want us for that pain and suffering shit? It's like, why is pain and suffering your fuel? And your mother is supposed to be the fucking goddess of wisdom, you know, like she's Sophia. You know, so I mean, Sophia is Sophia, you know, like, you know, I know what I mean. But you're supposed to be, I guess, like, you know, like kind of like her. But that's why you got to catch these hands. I can't talk. I can't talk to him because I thought of multiple ways of what I would tell, or I mean, damn, I mean, like, Asgard, like, why is there evil in the world? Like, why did you create evil? Why, you know, like these people, like everyone? It's like I almost want to make it my mission to do it for y'all. You know, you know, I almost want to make it, oh shit, thank you, thank you, thank you. I almost want to make it my mission to motherfucking defeat God for each and everybody because we're tired of the suffering. And not only that, if this planet is what it say it is, Mother Earth, and it's alive, then picture what the planet is going through. You know, picture what the planet is going through. So yeah, man, God got to catch these hands in the name of the people and this planet. Which take my mind away from blowing this bitch the fuck up. But like I said, if I find out that this motherfucker is a spaceship and CERN is powering this bitch, I'm blowing this bitch the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because that shit will make anybody snap if you find out that. Earth is a spaceship? Oh, hell no.
Suffering packaged into biological form. Economic collapse. The controlled demolition of stability, forcing entire populations into fear and desperation. Even in your personal life, suffering is embedded into the very fabric of existence. You are born in pain. You grow up struggling. You die in agony. And every second of it, something unseen is feeding off of it. Religions try to explain this away with empty promises. Suffering brings wisdom. Pain purifies the soul. No, that's just another layer of the lie. The suffering of this world doesn't exist to teach you anything, it exists to drain you. Every moment of pain you experience, every ounce of hopelessness, every scream that goes unanswered isn't part of a plan. It's fuel. This is why every major system of power, from religious institutions to governments, needs you to suffer. The more you hurt, the more you give. The moment you fall into despair, you become the perfect subject. Desperate. Vulnerable. Obedient. They don't want you strong. They don't want you aware. They want you broken, exhausted, dependent on the very system that created the suffering in the first place. And it works. It has worked for thousands of years.
But let me tell you something. It may work on the NPCs, but it hasn't worked on us. I know each and every one of us in this room right now, in the Hurykane night Trappist church, I know we have all been on our knees. We've been on our face. We shed tears. We shed blood, probably. We gave our all. And we was down for the count. But you know what the fuck we did? Without a Yalda Bayoff or a Jehovah or a Allah, you know what we did? We got up on our own because we knew that we had a goal that we had to reach. And we reached it. It was the power of your own human will, your own determination, your own power. Ain't nothing like it. In the midst of trials and tribulations, in the midst of suffering, in the midst of pain, in the midst of, trauma, in the midst of anxiety, in the midst of pure unadulterated wrath, we come to grips with ourselves and be like, there's some shit I need to do and I got to get it done. But I believe my reward is here through y'all. Thank y'all. Real shit. Because y'all let me know. Y'all some people that are, shit, worth protecting, willing to protect, die for. I'm that type of guy. For the revolution, for the people. Y'all gonna have my t-shirts ready. Hurykane was right t-shirts. With a Magneto helmet on from X-Men. I'm gonna make some random ass tees. It's gonna be some random shit.
Even when you try to escape, the system has traps in place. Modern society is filled with distraction.
But I'm just saying that to say this. You got up and you did it. You made it on your own without prayer. You just did your own shit. Like, I gotta do this. It's like that song. Go get the money, go get the money. Go get the money, go get the money. Gotta what? You gotta motivate yourself. Even if you turn on a motherfucking song, you know what I'm saying? It could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever. It could be whatever that motivates you. Me, it's a rock song by Creed called Overcome. Pause. God damn, you can't say nothing no more. I can't say overcome, man. But thank you. But I did a parody to it called Smoke a Blunt. It's a rock parody and shit. But the song was so inspirational. And plus, it's another rock song that gets me motivated. I forgot who made it. No, I think it was Breaking Benjamin. But it's like, I will not bow. I will not break. I'm going to stay the work. I was like, that's my shit. And now I'll survive. But I will not bow. I will not. No, man, Breaking Benjamin is the shit.
Temporary pleasures, meaningless entertainment, consumerism, designed to keep you from realizing that you are not living, you are being drained. And the moment you start asking real questions, the system fights back. Depression, anxiety, existential dread, these aren't just personal struggles. These are engineered responses. The moment you see through the illusion, the weight of reality crushes you, because that's exactly what the system is designed to do. You see the world as a collection of governments, corporations, and institutions controlling human lives. That's the surface. The real rulers of this reality are far older, far less visible, and
That's Cody.
Damn,
He was a coton tutorier. Oh my gosh, I also have a coton tutorier, but
less visible, and far more sinister. The Arkans are not just abstract forces or symbolic representations of oppression. They are entities, real, autonomous, and entirely predatory. They are the true shadow rulers, operating beyond human perception, manipulating every level of existence while remaining unseen. The ancient texts describe them as shapeless, parasitic intelligences that exist between dimensions, beyond human sight, but not beyond influence. They are not bound by time. They do not age. They do not experience the world as humans do. Their only concern is control. Unlike Yaldabaoth, who proclaims himself as a god, the Arkans don't need recognition. They don't demand worship. They don't care if you believe in them or not. Their power doesn't come from faith, it comes from submission. And submission doesn't require awareness. In fact, it works better when the subject doesn't even know they're enslaved. They infect minds. They plant ideas. They corrupt leaders, push civilizations towards self-destruction, manipulate thought patterns to ensure that humanity never sees the bars of its own cage. Every ideology, every movement, every war is just another cycle in a game they've been playing since the dawn of time. The illusion of change, the pretense of progress, it's all part of the script. Humanity isn't moving forward. It's spinning in place, burning energy while remaining trapped in the same endless cycle of suffering and submission. And then there's the question of possession. The ancient texts, the mystics, even suppressed research in modern psychology all point to the same conclusion. The Archons don't just manipulate from a distance. They inhabit. They embed themselves into human consciousness, whispering, influencing, driving. Some people, especially those in positions of power, are more than just corrupt. They are vessels. Puppets controlled by entities that have been shaping human history since the very beginning. Ever noticed how the most powerful figures in history, emperors, kings, dictators, high priests, display the same patterns of cruelty, deception, and complete lack of empathy? That's not human nature. That's possession. The Archons don't think like humans. They don't feel emotions. They don't have morality. To them, destruction and domination are not acts of evil, they are functions. They are simply doing what they were designed to do: enforce control, extract energy, eliminate resistance. And if you think this is all ancient mythology, think again.
Motherfucker said eliminate resistance. I think I'm on to something. Those weapons are for people like me. I will not bow. I will not break. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Put it on me. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. But man, I'm hot like a motherfucker right now. But I think they got those weapons for people like me. No one's expecting to go to heaven and just motherfucking slaughter everybody. That's why I'm getting my spiritual armor ready. I'm getting my mental armor ready. I think I'm preparing myself. Like when I leave this bitch, there's gonna be a supernova at that location. They're gonna be like, oh shit. Welcome to God mode, bitch. I'm the God of fire.
The signs are everywhere. The world is run by forces that thrive on secrecy, deception, and suffering. Wars break out for no reason. Societies collapse at precisely the right moment to ensure dependency. Technologies that could liberate people are suppressed. Alternative ideas are ridiculed and erased. The world doesn't accidentally keep falling into chaos. It's being guided there. The greatest trick the Archons ever pulled was convincing humanity that they don't exist. That the suffering in this world is just human nature. That wars, poverty, and injustice are just the way things are. Because as long as you believe that, you will never fight back. You will never see the system for what it really is. And that is exactly what they want. Yildabaoth is not invincible. He is powerful, yes, but he is not a true god. He is a parasite clinging to stolen authority, a being that was never meant to exist.
Yeah.
And that means he has one fatal weakness: he is dependent. Dependent on energy, on obedience, on the suffering of those trapped in his system. Without constant work.
And which lead to one of the greatest positive solutions I could ever come up with. Well, no, it ain't. Because everybody came up with this. We all need to come together and live in love, peace, and harmony. And the prison bars will shatter on its own. Get it from God. For I am the God of wind, storms, and fire. You better ask the Mayans about me. Look it up. Ask the Tainos about me. They got a song called Hurricane's March in my name. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, just transferred. And I guess I'm transferred here. Welcome to my world. You know how long it's been since I've destroyed something? These hurricanes are manufactured by your fucking corrupt fucking government. I'm the real motherfucking storm. These motherfuckers better ask somebody. These motherfuckers better ask somebody. Hey, there is a song in my name. So, if we all come together and live love, peace, and harmony and just eradicate these evil motherfuckers first, then those prison bars will shatter because everybody will be free. It'll be small communities all over the goddamn world. Everybody just free though. No waking up and be like, wait a minute, I don't gotta go to work today. Holy shit. No chemtrails flying above my head. This water tastes different. Hey yo neighbor, do your water taste different? Yeah. Oh yeah, like I heard they took the fluoride out of it. Word? Some good ass water. So the air feel different. Yeah, they stopped flying on chemtrail planes. Yeah, they fucking blew up the factory last week. I mean, fucking last night. You know what I'm saying? Why they on the news? Oh yeah, nigga, they shot every newscaster in the fucking state. We ain't gonna be seeing no news no more, bruh. That's why I ain't see nothing this morning.
Without fear, without sacrifice,
Allegedly.
his grip weakens. He knows this. The Arkans know this. And that is why their entire existence revolves around one thing, ensuring the cycle never stops. What do all ancient civilizations have in common? Blood rituals. Sacrifices.
Blah, blah.
Mass suffering in the name of some higher power. Do you think that was a coincidence? The Mesoamerican cultures, the Mesopotamians, the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, different names, different rituals, but the same function. Human pain converted into power. The ancient world ran on it, openly, unapologetically. Kings and priests understood.
They did that shit literally too. But I turned pain into power by using my lyrics. You feel me? It's just like at any point in time I can snap and destroy your government real quick, you know. But real shit, if I had the money, manpower, resources, you know, the shit would have got done a long fucking time ago. And I'll be in the shadows, traveling the country and motherfucking toppling fucking governments. Motherfuckers gonna be wondering, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. I'm gonna be on that type of time. Now I know it sounds radical, like I'm ready to go out there and like do some shit on some unstrategic shit, but nah, it takes strategy to get this shit done. And you know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of not being able to be on the battlefield because I'm more of a fucking strategist. And then when you look through history, the motherfucking warrior on the battlefield is not really known. It's the motherfucker that made the strategy of the motherfucking battle plans. The general. You feel me? But at the same time, I want to be on that battlefield. And I'm going. Even if I don't be on the front line, give me a goddamn sniper. I'll be Overwatch. I don't give a shit. Sniper play, 360 no scope. Let's go. I'm out there. Because I want to lead by example. You know, so I will march in the battle with some troops, for sure. It's going down. I will not bow to the down. I will not bow down to the fucking Dominion and fuck the Jemadar. Or some Captain Cisco shit. About to hop on the USS Hurykane. For real, man.
That suffering was a form of currency, and they paid their gods in blood to maintain their reign. But that was just the beginning.
Yeah.
Yaldabaoth's hunger has evolved. Public sacrifices have been replaced with wars. Rituals of blood have been upgraded into organized systems of suffering.
And Landy is also home to Dr. Squatch. There are many ways to man, but only one way to smell like one. The Dr. Squatch.
Why are women everywhere choosing Abby X, the new tummy tuck alternative? I got the tummy tuck results with...
Rituals of blood have been upgraded into organized systems of suffering, poverty, disease, oppression. The same ancient mechanism continues, only now it's disguised as reality. Mass killings no longer require altars. They happen in trenches, in prisons, in hospitals, in streets filled with starving people. And all of it, every moment of agony, is collected. Yildabaoth does not just take energy, he recycles it over and over through the structure of time itself. Reincarnation is not a spiritual journey. It is a trap. Souls are processed through endless lifetimes, their suffering compounded, their memories erased, ensuring they never break free. You die, you forget, you return. New name, same prison. And every time, Yildabaoth grows stronger. And then there's the manipulation of time. The Archons, acting as his enforcers, do not just control physical reality. They control perception itself. Ever felt like history repeats itself?
Yes.
Like no matter how much knowledge is gained, no matter how much technology advances, the world always falls back into the same cycles of destruction. That's because time in this world is not linear, it's engineered. Events are reset, rewritten, distorted, ensuring no real progress ever occurs. Every empire collapses right on schedule. Every revolution is hijacked. Every moment of awakening is drowned in conflict. But why? Because Yildabaoth does not want stability. He does not want peace. He wants chaos. He needs uncertainty. The more humanity is lost in a constant state of fear, war, and survival, the easier it is to extract energy. And the Archons? They ensure it stays that way. They manage the flow of history like a farmer managing livestock, harvesting at the right time, controlling population, resetting the herd when necessary. You were never meant to be free. Every aspect of your existence, your body, your mind, your memories, is part of a system designed to keep you locked in. Yildabaoth and the Archons didn't just build a physical prison. They built a total prison, one that exists in multiple dimensions, one that locks down your consciousness itself. The first layer is biology. Your body is not a gift. It is a constraint. It ages, it decays, it requires constant maintenance just to survive. Pain, hunger, exhaustion, all of it keeps you distracted, forcing you to focus on survival instead of the bigger picture. This is not by accident. The Archons designed the human form with built-in weaknesses. The body itself is an instrument of control, programmed with instincts that serve the system. Fear, desire, dependency. You are hardwired to obey. The second layer is memory suppression. Every time you die, you forget. The knowledge, the struggles, the realizations from your previous existence, wiped clean. Why? Because if you retained even a fraction of what you learned, the system would collapse. Instead, you are reset, forced to start over, forced to relearn everything from the beginning, while the Archons keep refining their methods, making the trap more convincing each time. The third layer is fate itself. You think you make choices? You don't. Your choices are carefully curated illusions, pre-programmed paths designed to lead to the same outcomes. Societies rise, fall, collapse, repeat. Revolutions begin, get hijacked, self-destruct. No matter how much knowledge is gained, no matter how much technology advances, nothing ever truly changes. The system recycles itself. You are not living in a straight line of progress, you are spinning in a...
And that makes me want to blow up the planet. Is that what you just said? Like everything you just said, like, if there's no fucking hope, I will blow this fucking planet up. I'm gonna have to save us all. That'll be a great fucking movie. It'll be shown from the perspective of a cult leader, but they call me a cult leader. I'm not a cult leader. They just agree with me. It's like, that's my story. I was sticking to it. Why they put him in that motherfucking put him in the squad car and shit. But the backstory is I made a fucking bomb to blow up the goddamn planet using CERN as the motherfucking foundation. Whooping everybody ass and shit like Wesley Snipes did in Demolition Man. I'm gonna fuck niggas up. But yeah, it's just like hearing that shit. You recycled again and again, losing all your fucking memories. I'm talking about, picture all that you learn right now. And I know y'all love yourselves. Y'all love yourselves like a motherfucker. All the knowledge y'all learn, all the knowledge y'all gain, you know, all the laughs, all the great memories, gone. Just for you to suffer again. And what's crazy is these motherfuckers are parasites. Like these motherfuckers are just like, it's like they don't want no peace. Like after he said that, it's like if we all do come together and create peace, we're gonna have to motherfucking destroy the evil first because they're gonna try to motherfucking stop that shit. And we can't motherfucking lose this shit. We gotta motherfucking save ourselves and save this fucking planet for our generations. Because they really about us. We gotta fight for the children. Will someone please think of the children?
Controlled loop. And then there is time, the ultimate cage. Time is not natural. It is a construct, an artificial measurement forced onto reality to keep you locked in cycles. You feel it, don't you? The way history seems to repeat, the way you experience deja vu, the way generations fight the same battles over and over again as if trapped in a cosmic hamster wheel. That is not the nature of existence. That is deliberate. The Arkans manipulate time the way a prison guard manipulates a schedule, controlling when you wake up, when you move, when you die, when you are reborn. And just when you start questioning the system, just when you begin to sense the prison around you, they hit you with the final failsafe, despair. If control doesn't work, if deception doesn't work, then the final weapon is pure hopelessness. They make you believe escape is impossible. That the struggle isn't worth it. That even if you see...
Yep. Yep. And they really hit me with that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep on hitting me with this wave. I'm gonna just blow this fucking planet up and save everybody. I'm gonna just keep that in my mind. Like, but you killed billions and trillions of people. I saved billions and trillions of people, motherfucker. Nigga, I'm getting picked up by the space-time police and shit. There's like, you blew up planet Earth 1773. Tell me, why did you do that? That planet was full of pain and suffering, ran by alien, reptilian, shape-shifting bastards and Zeta Greys and whatever fucking aliens that was coming in and off this bitch since whatever the fuck they came there. And a whole bunch of people is so-called rich, and we still have starving countries. I was tired. So I blew up the fucking planet. Yes, I fucking did. But ain't nobody gonna catch me, man. I'm on the USS Hurykane. That bitch turned into a Gundam. And it carries a sword and a big ass gun from Transformers. Like, they out. And it turns into a Megazord and it splits off into Voltron parts and shit. Don't fuck with the USS Hurykane.
The truth, it doesn't matter. They drown you in apathy. They let you see just enough to realize the horror of it all, but never enough to act against it. You were never supposed to ask these questions. You were never supposed to notice the patterns, to see the system for what it really is. You were meant to be another nameless soul, another cog in the cycle, born, drained, discarded, and recycled over and over for eternity. That is the true structure of this world. A machine, a prison, a harvest. But here's the problem for them, not for you. The system is not perfect. For all their control, for all their deception, there are cracks. There are inconsistencies. And most importantly, there have always been those who slipped through the cracks. People who saw too much. People who remembered fragments of something before this world. People who defied fate.
Would you like to get free watches? There's a wheel you can spin and win a watches package delivered straight to your home. You can spin as...
Christ, I hate ads.
People who defied fate, who disrupted the cycle, who shattered the illusion, if only for a moment. The ancient Gnostics knew this. They were among the first recorded groups to openly name Yaldabaoth and the Arkans for what they were, tyrants of an artificial realm. They weren't the only ones. Nearly every suppressed mystical tradition, every so-called heretical movement, every outlawed doctrine throughout history contained pieces of the same message. This world is not the ultimate reality, and the forces that rule it are not benevolent. This knowledge wasn't just hidden, it was hunted. It was burned, erased, rewritten, twisted into half-truths and outright lies. Why? Because Yaldabaoth does not fear worship. He does not fear rebellion. What he fears, what he has always feared, is people remembering what came before. And that is the final piece of the puzzle. Because if Yaldabaoth is a false god, a fraud, a usurper, then the obvious question is, where did he come from? Who or what came before him? That question is more dangerous than anything else. It is the one thing the system cannot allow. If there was something before Yildabaoth, if there was a reality beyond his rule, then that means his authority is not absolute. It means this world is not the only option. It means escape is not just a possibility, it's an inevitability. This is why he rules through fear. This is why suffering is woven into the structure of existence. He cannot force people to obey him. He can only manipulate, trick, and terrorize them into submission. His greatest lie was convincing humanity that he was the only God. His greatest weakness is that he knows he isn't. And that's why the system is designed the way it is. It's not just about control. It's about keeping you distracted. If you are constantly drowning in struggle, in war, in suffering, in meaningless distractions, then you will never ask the real questions. And even if you do, the system is designed to push back, to drown you in doubt, in fear, in despair, in the belief that no matter what you do, it won't matter. But even Yildabaoth is not eternal. He relies on the cycle continuing. He needs people to stay in ignorance, to keep feeding the system, to remain convinced that this is all there is. Because the moment enough people see through the illusion, the moment the weight of deception collapses, so does his rule. That's why this knowledge was buried. That's why those who sought it were erased. Because knowledge alone is disruptive. Even without a plan, even without a movement, the mere act of knowing weakens the structure of the illusion. And that's why you were never supposed to see this. That's why you were never supposed to think about this. Because the more you do, the more the illusion starts to break. And when the illusion breaks, the system follows. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Not that. Like I said, for the first two times, I did not think he was going to go that route. I thought he was going to read from the scripture. This motherfucker was like, man, look at the world. It's full of fucked up shit. And you think your guy is good? Like, hell no, nigga, this is your guy. He just went there with it. He went there with it. But it's the Hurykane Sunday service. Now, we're gonna end it right here because I got off work not so long ago, and I ain't been to sleep yet, so I gotta try to get some sleep and try to do this second service around between 11 and 1, so probably like around 12. I gotta get some sleep in. I ain't been asleep yet. Cause I was working this grave shift and I ain't made shit. I wish I could find me a spaceship and fly. Old school Kanye all day. So, let me get my rest in, and we're going to do that second service. We're going to play some music. Right now, like it's kind of too early over here. And I ain't trying to wake up the neighbors. But I should say, fuck it, man. They be motherfucking super slamming each other up there. Like, god damn. I should play the music, man, but nah. I like this piece. I'm about to get ready to get some rest. You know what I'm saying? Head back on that spaceship and hit that hollow deck. Hit that hollow deck hashtag. Shouts out to the first lady. Oh, she is hearing in spirit like a motherfucker. She is so hearing spirit. Shouts out to the first lady, Vonta. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to Crystal. I might be passed out for second service. Shit, I might sleep through that fucking second service. I might not even be up. Shit, I'm gonna try to do it around like 12, but like the latest I'm gonna do it is at 1. And plus we got an afternoon game. I think I gotta bust up around like maybe like 2:30. No. I think I got time. Yeah. The latest I'll probably do this at 1, but I'm gonna try to do it at 12:30 if I can. But like if I'm knocked out, it might not be a second service. But thank y'all for coming to this one. Much love. The Crystal is cool. The goddess of earth. You already know what it is. There's gonna be crystal cities all over this bitch. All over this motherfucker. All right, but shouts out to goddamn, I need to throw on my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Vision started getting blurry and shit. Maybe it's because I'm tired and I'm seeing double right now. And I'm high as hell off that frankincense. But shouts out to Edgar Mendez's documentary. Much love. Crystal is cool. You so cool. Shouts out to my first lady Vonta, here in spirit as always. You already know what it is. Shouts out to Bronze Flat Power. Shouts out to Comic Brandon, was in the building. Who else was here? I know oh shit. That was it? Well, shit. Well, it is early. Because I started at 6 o'clock Detroit time. You know, like Vonta starts at 11 when I started. So right now, I don't know where everybody else at. I know Crystal on the West Coast. What time is it over there? I know Chicago is an hour under me. So, you know, they're an hour under. So if it's 7:48 right now, it's 6:48 in Chicago. It's 12:48 in the UK. About to be 5 a.m. Wow, you up. You up. Damn. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Nightcap. I know. Oh shit. But it's gonna be 5 a.m. Wow. Oh damn. God damn. But now, yeah, it's time to get our sleep. But thank everybody for coming to the Hurykane Night Drop this church. Where we gonna ask some questions. Like, yo God, why you say you create good and evil in Isaiah 45? And I'm still tripping that you killed those kids with some bears all because they made fun of a bald head nigga. What's wrong with bald head nigga? I'm bald like Captain Sisko from Star Trek DS9. You know what I'm saying? I do not bow down to the Dominion and fuck the Jimmadar. Okay, let's do it. You were the prefect of Beijing within the occupation. True or false? True. That means you were responsible for everything that happened under your command. True or false? True. That means you're responsible over the death of over 5 million Bajorians on your watch. True or false? No, I try to save lives during my administration. Evidence! You betrayed your uniform. Captain Sisko, man. All day, man. All fucking day. It's like Picard wouldn't hit me. He's like, I'm not Picard. Motherfucker. I would knock a god out. I don't give a fuck who you is, kill you, and get your head knocked off. Yo, Worf, I said launch torpedoes. And launch torpedoes at a planet that fucked up the ecosystem for 50 years. To get a motherfucker. That motherfucker was wild, man. Man, dog. Oh my God, dog. Like every time about Star Trek, but I'm definitely about to hop on the USS Hurykane to get up out of here. Chill in the holodeck suite. Holodeck. But shout out to everybody. Thank everybody for coming through. You know, I know it's early. You know what I'm saying, man? But like, you know, like I gotta get this out the way, you know, so I can motherfucking get some sleep and wake up, fresh mind, fresh videos, and get ready for work. And tomorrow, we get paid, dog. So you know what it is. I gotta go live talk about some news that's going on with the censorship and the Online Safety Act. I gotta be on that motherfucking news. I cannot take my foot off the gas on that. It's all gas, no brakes, real shit. I gotta motherfucking stay on this Online Safety Act. I gotta stay on the motherfucking anti-anime bill that's going on over here, you know, in Texas and shit. Like if there's no pushback, that shit is gonna get pushed all over the place. And they can arrest me for having anime in my fucking phone. And that's not cool. A nigga already got arrested for having anime in his fucking phone. Pandora's box is open. And all the demons and all the evil and all the monsters is out roaming around, eating up shit. But you know what the last thing that came out of Pandora's box was? The last thing to come out of Pandora's box. If y'all know what it is, let me know in the chat. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like nights are definitely quieter. Like real talk. I love the midnight shifts. Because here go another layer of Hurykane. Welcome to the eye of the Hurykane. After all the destruction and all this is me. I love the midnight shift because I used to work at Hart Plaza. And Hart Plaza is in the downtown Detroit. And it's, like outdoor shit with a big ass fountain in the middle. And it's next to the big ass GM building. And I used to love the quietness, and then when the birds just first started chirping, and when that sun just started to crack the sky, and just feeling the cool breeze, and plus we buy the water too, so it's extra great, you know. Looking over at Canada and shit, just like staring over the water, it's like, yo, it's like one of the greatest feelings I ever felt in life. Like real shit. And plus I get to experience this every night, bedded up. Bedded up. And not only that, because like this the end of church, like everybody talking to the pastor now, you know what I'm saying? You know how they be, everybody shaking the pastor hand and shit. Yeah, good sermon, pastor, and all that shit. Yeah, just that moment. But the second best part of that night was this. We had cool ass supervisors that let us smoke weed. Shouts out to Sean. It was a real one. He was a real one. We used to all have our own blunts. It's like 20 deep. We like 20 deep. Everybody fat ass blunts. And some drink. BYOB. All day. Man. We all passing this shit. Well, like if it's like 6 people, like they're motherfucking pass to each other, like they all grouped up, but we all sitting in like a straight line off the river. But man, we all blowing trees, just enjoying the fucking night. It ain't, like there is conversation, but it ain't too loud. It's just like, but that motherfucking shit is one of the greatest feelings ever too. But just like being out there and just experiencing nature and just actually not only just feeling the wind, but feeling the wind, if you know what I mean. And like hearing the waves move and speak to you. And just watching the sun come out through those fucking clouds and just motherfucking see the motherfucking shiny red, purple, and just motherfucking, just something magical about that shit. And I just embraced that energy, just like, and I think, we need to get back to that. We need to get back to that. Hurykane hugs, much love. That's what's up. Thank it. But yeah, yeah, Chris, I love the midnight shift because of that. I love because of that. Now, morning shift, what I love about the morning shift ain't shit to do. You in, you out, you know. But if you work at busy jobs, like what I hate about the morning shift is they lazy as fuck because they leave shit for the afternoon shift. And I played that role too, had to pick up pieces like, oh shit, motherfucker. But like on the Hart Plaza end, it was the afternoon shift that was lazy, and the midnight shift had to pick up all the slack. But it was worth it because I got to enjoy the night. But the morning shift ain't do shit. They walk around and go after what the midnight shift did, and we already cleaned up the shit. So like they just walking around doing nothing, doing fucking nothing, just sweeping nothing because the midnight crew, nigga, we cleans that shit. It's 20 men on a water hose. We have to connect like 20 motherfucking pieces. I'm talking about like, using a real motherfucking water hose that 2 people can motherfucking hold in the straight fucking line. And we got to spray down that motherfucking park after we get all the trash. Man, we watched people motherfucking dwindle, and it was just motherfucking 6 of us holding that big motherfucking hose. Lugging that bitch all across that goddamn motherfucking big ass Hart Plaza. Man. We was wilding. We watched 100 people turn into 6, nigga. Nigga, we was the sinister 6 in that bitch. Nigga, we had to start off the blower machines, like blow the trash into a pile and shit. And plus have 2 guys motherfucking sweep the shit up. So 4 guys on the blowers, 2 guys doing detail on the piles that we do. And then after that, we just motherfucking detail the motherfucking grounds. Then we grab the motherfucking hose. So yeah. And then 6 of us grab the hose, and after that, the 2 people stay to power wash because they got to power wash some shit somewhere. And like 4 people go home. I'm one of the niggas that went home. This sucks here now. Hey man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. But you gotta catch the playback, Marcy. We was talking about y'all in the Bay Off. And I forgot the first video. I'm high. Cause I'm the most high. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody coming through. This is the Hurykane Sunday Hood service. Shouts out to everybody again. Much love to Crystal. Much love to Bronze. Much love to the First Lady Vonta. You know I can't forget about you. Oh, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Show me the love. And salute to Comic Brandon. Salute to Bronze. In the building. Everybody else, catch it on the playback. I'm about to hit the motherfucking... Damn, we can't even say sack no more. Like, remember we used to be like, yo, man, I'm about to hit the sack. You can't even say that shit no more. Ain't this a fucking bitch? I'm 37. We used to say a lot of slang and shit. It's like, yeah, nigga, I'm about to hit the sack. Oh, yeah, damn. Pause. Pause. Yeah, man, but like, man, y'all remember that? Y'all killing me with this shit. Damn. I'm trying to rhyme and say a bar. Can't even say shit. Can't even say shit no more. Who do we blame for this? Do we blame Diddy or R. Kelly? Or do we blame Damon Dash for motherfucking coming up with the pause shit? Who do we blame for this situation that I'm going through right now? But anyway, Damn, I think a message just popped up about my shit. I'm not sure. I don't know no sure what I just saw, but I saw something pop up went away from my screen. I'm not sure. Like maybe I'm hot or tripping. But anyway, shouts out to everybody coming through. Hurykane Sunday Hood service. Catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace. And salute to everybody again. Shouts out to everybody. Look, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't keep doing this thing. And much love to my first lady, Vonta. Much love to the goddess, Crystal. Oh, it's time to hop on the USS Hurykane. We out.